Raise your hand if you ever had an assignment to do, a shift to go to, or some sort of deadline to meet, and you decided to put it off for the next day, turn off your alarm, and go back to sleep. Well, in that case, you are lacking the most basic and essential need of your life, discipline. Discipline is essential in completing daily tasks. It not only helps us establish our goals, but also roadmaps the way in which we can achieve them. Our functionality may fall apart if we do not have discipline in our lives. Any action in nature requires a specific time to be done, and if it is not done on that time, it is deemed odd. Just like that, we humans must work in a rhythm of sorts on a specific schedule in order to achieve self-control, freedom, desired goals, and save time. We can increase our tendency for self-control, and this can help us achieve both personal and professional goals in life. In an influential experiment in 2005, students who exhibited greater self-discipline had higher grades, had higher test scores, and were most likely to be accepted into a better competitive academic program. One of the greatest philosophers, Aristotle, said, "Through self-discipline comes freedom." To gain freedom, one needs discipline. For example, being able to have extra free time or leisure time requires that we have disciplined time management. So therefore you have it. More freedom requires more discipline. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. To start advancing in the direction of reaching our goals, we first need to develop discipline in our lives. Setting priorities, having realistic goals, setting deadlines, and developing social pressure can all help us to discipline ourselves and get one step closer into achieving our goals. The lack of discipline can develop indecisiveness, aimlessness, procrastination, disorganization, and even the ability for one to give up. An entrepreneur who lacks self-discipline will be hopping from one project to another without taking the time to make sure that that project develops to maturity. Such a person is likely to be doing so many things and reaping very little, and complain on how slow or tough things are. It can be certain that if we do not learn from our mistakes, failures, and outcomes, we cannot further succeed in disciplining ourselves. The funny thing about time is that it cannot, and I repeat, it cannot be saved. Time can only be used in an altered way. By understanding the importance of time, we can organize many aspects of our lives and use time wisely. The amount of time we spent on something determines its importance and value in our lives, whether it be family, health, social activities, goals, or any other aspect. It needs to be understood that lacking time management skills can cause severe consequences, especially if it occurs in an important time of our life. For example, completing a university assignment or getting to a job interview on time. We can start with small steps to help us manage time For example, setting more than one alarm, making a list of things that need to be done, using the ABCDE method to encourage ourselves to get tasks done, and keeping in mind the consequences that will come afterwards. Most important, and lastly, the main thing, using discipline in a continuous manner. Humans work just the same way that nature does, in a certain rhythm, and to maintain that rhythm, we must adapt discipline in our lives to achieve self-control, freedom, desired goals, and save time. Therefore, we can say that success is measured by discipline, not by social rank or money. So, how successful are you in life?